Astronauts to the moon.
Houston, we have a problem.
Astronauts to the moon.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Heliopsychosis podcast. This is your host, Vikka Draziv, guys. Welcome to the show. If you're watching us from YouTube, do comment, like, share, and subscribe if you're first time here. And if you're watching us from realtruthseekers.com, rts.video, yes, rts.video is one of our main sponsors for Heliopsychosis podcast and most of our coming production, and including the documentary, The Mechanical Realm. So yes, what an awesome show we have today. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat too for being here. We took a break for a couple of weeks because we were like so much involved with our final touching with the documentary and fine tuning and the last hours of finishing touches, so everything runs smoothly. So that's why we needed this break too. So we are here back again, and so thanks everybody for being here again. And yes, and the topic we have today is too awesome, connecting with our documentary. So let's jump in with our guest and panelist and host. First of all, my host Gene. Gene, brother, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Vika? I'm doing really good. Been waiting for this day for quite some time now. So here we are. And a real exciting topic. I thought you picked a great one to open up for the intro to the documentary and designs. And, I would like people to check out the flagellum motor and how that's part of what they call evolution, and I would like to see if anybody has a great explanation for that one. But so yeah, welcome everybody. We got part of the RTS team here tonight. Keith's back again. How you doing, Keith? And everybody in the chat, thanks for hanging out and coming back and supporting the documentary that we have coming out, and looking forward to it. So welcome. Thanks, brother.
Oh yeah, less than 30 hours, right? Because for me it's already Monday 9th of October. Yeah, so awesome. And then we have Keith with us. Keith, how are you?
Hey, Vika, good to be with you. Yeah, I think probably everything is a mechanism, even the human DNA and the alkaline and the acid and the electricity in our bodies. I think we're on to something. So good to be with you again.
Oh yeah, brother, absolutely. Looks like everything is interconnected, like the cogwheel, right? Moving depending on each other, but everything is a part of this whole looks like a mechanism. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And finally, we have RTS updates with us. He's representing Marcio David, who is supposed to be the founder of RTS and also the co-producer of the mechanicalrealm.com. He's been doing a lot of behind the scenes work, and he's really, really busy. So in his place, representing us to him tonight is RTS Update. Welcome, brother. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with such a big names on the truth community as Director Pika, Mr. Jane edited, and of course Mr. Keith Cameron Smith. Uh, I feel a little bit out of place with such a big names around me, but I'm happy to be here to represent Mr. Marshall David, founder of RTS. Such a big guy, big-hearted guy, um, working so hard right now. Lots of things to do, and I'm here very happy representing him uh, right now. Nice to be with you guys.
Hey, brother, the pleasure is ours, brother. The work of Marcio David and you and the rest of the team is what is part of the support. That's why all this is possible. So, a big thank you to you, Marcio, and the whole team of RTS for doing an awesome job, not only for the mechanical realm, flatten the curve, and many other truthers out there. So, big shout out to the whole team.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you for that shout out.
Awesome. So, is everything a mechanism? That's the question, right? Our documentary is called The Mechanical Realm. Maybe it's speaking about a particular thing, but what we are trying to discuss today here is like maybe the whole universe could be a mechanism, a cosmic machine, right? Are we living inside a huge machine? Is it possibility? We are just trying to understand the nature. We are not saying this is the truth, or we're just seeing what the nature, we perceive what the nature is there, and we could have idea, suggestion, or speculation about, right? Like the world itself, is full of wonders, the like from starting from a minuscule tiny insect that appears as an extraterrestrial creation, like starting from the smallest thing we can see, right, the insects, right, to the cosmic splendors that graces our night sky, right? The two differences. One question arises in some of the people, right? Thoughts like, is everything in its essence a mechanism? So this question arises to the seekers of the knowledge, the truth seekers, not only now, but also in the past and maybe in the future. This is what we are going to exactly discuss in this podcast. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, if everything is a mechanism, and it seems like it is, it means it was designed. It had a designer, it had a creator. And there's so much that we don't know in today's day and age because we have been dumbed down by the controllers or the matrix or whatever. I mean, one of the great things about the documentary coming out is we're going to be able to see that the people that were here before us were probably a lot smarter than us in their understanding of how things worked. So many people that we talk to today, they have no clue how things work. They just trust what they were told. And I mean, as far as my opinion goes, whatever we are told by the alleged authorities is probably not it. It's probably not accurate. Those guys, the controllers, the alleged authorities have been lying to humanity for at least 100 years. And it's good that the truth community is here. It's good that RTS is here doing what they do. so that all of us can start hopefully getting a little better, deeper understanding of who we are and where we live and the design behind it. We are not a random, chaotic accident. The earth isn't, the sky isn't, and our human bodies aren't either. We all were designed some way, somehow. And I think the more we can understand that design, the better we can live our lives, the more we can enjoy our lives.
Exactly, brother. So this is the thing, right? From the tiniest things to the most complex, humans and even the earth and the heavens above may all could be interwoven into a magnificent, like a huge interconnected tapestry of a mechanism in itself. Right? How do we see the insects? The insects, they look like robots. They look like armored aliens out of this world. How do they look like? It's all looks like robotics, mechanics, right?
Yeah, a lot of machinery, like ground moving bulldozers, all kinds of machinery, backhoes, all those things. A lot of tools were designed with nature in mind, and in the specs, and in the ratio of how things move from 2 to 1 and 1 to 1. A lot of it had bugs and animals in mind when they made those designs.
Oh yeah.
Right, and you can't escape design, guys. That occurred to me a long time ago. I was doing something. I try to be creative, so I was probably doing something with the drums, and I'm looking around, going, everything I'm looking at in my workroom is a direct result of somebody else's creativity. Everything you can possibly look at, and then I started wondering, like, well, what about the trees? This was like 25 or 30 years ago, a long time. And I'm like, they had to be designed. This is all design. You can't escape it. So, and then people want to say, you'll agree that your car was designed, your phone, your house, everything you're looking at was designed. But then you go to nature and you're like, no, that was a Big Bang evolution from 13 billion years ago. And that's not possible. That's why I was jumped right in with the flagellum mode. That's for how bacteria transport themselves around, and that's a evolutionary. That can't happen. Look at the complexity of that little
Oh yeah.
bacteria.
Oh yeah. At the cellular level, sure.
Right?
The at the level that we cannot even see with our eyes, right? So it's so much
Yeah.
interwoven, the mechanical part of it, or the mechanism, everything, right? So this is the thing with the insects too, right? Like they look like tiny machines, as you say, right? Like caterpillars, like alien like beings, like diminutive creatures.
I
Like
bet
they
you
are
that's
in
where they get their
centimeters.
ideas from.
Exactly, they are not even in centimeters, but you see the complex task they do, right?
Yeah, like a
Of
termite.
technology is there in that. Yeah, even in the centimeter.
Right? Tiny particles. How a little tiny bug could destroy a 200-foot oak tree.
Oh
Well, maybe not
yeah.
that big, but it's pretty amazing.
And even the honeybees, right? Like you've seen honeybees in action, like they zip from one flower to another, like in search of nectar. Like
Right?
it appears like a choreographed dance.
Yeah, I don't
It's
understand that. They don't go back to the same flower twice. They go right back to their house in a straight line, kind of. They're unaffected by wind and rain for the most part. They might not be able to fly through a tornado. Yeah, I know, but normal weather conditions seem to be kind of unaffected. Very interesting. And this is all because of evolution. That you know, so the story goes, and it kind of
no,
debunks
because
itself. Evolution.
exactly, because all these things are like machines are prepared to live in an environment that is you have to move. The way you move through water and air, the vortex and vortices it creates. You're moving through you yourself in a way, or the animals or the insects are a mechanism working, moving, and or surviving or existing in a mechanism, right? From a cellular
That's
level
great.
or microcosm to the macrocosm, right? It's
That's great.
so this dance of these bees could be just a system of communications or a form of information exchange to other bees, and give exact location of different sources of food. So honeybees also is like a tiny robot programmed to transmit like data between themselves to survive, to exist. And we also know about the honeybee, the way they transport themselves, that there is no such thing as gravity, and how they manipulate with the magnetic levitations without flying, right? So it's also kind of a technology, everything is, you are trying to move in space, some kind of mechanism to move in a space, right? Whatever space you are.
Wow, that's great. It's true though, right, Vika? Because even the trees are growing slowly through that space. The bugs go through it. The fish go through their space. Wow, it's really, really cool.
Oh yeah.
And
And
you
even the
can't have
dragonfly.
any of
Yeah, go
this.
ahead.
You
What?
just can't have any of it without a blueprint or a design and a creator. Like Keith just said, yeah, but that's really true. You know, your car was created, designed, had blueprints. It was a thought at first, and that's how everything went. I was thinking recently, like, what was it like to design an eye? To design a human eye. You know, understand how many like neurons and nerve endings are attached to your eye. It's pretty crazy. Human eyes, all of this stuff debunks evolution. I think it's all these impossibilities and the perfection of their function.
Oh yeah, it's more of a precise creation, right? It's not like you're conscious, you're born in one conscious, and that's your conscious, right? Right? Well, you could be anything in this realm. If you're born in some consciousness, you are that conscious. You don't want to be anything else. So for example, even the dragonflies, the flight patterns they have, the split second decisions it makes to hunt down the prey or evade predators, their flight control systems are so finely
Mhm.
tuned
Mhm.
that they can hover, change direction in an instant,
Yeah,
perform acrobat that would put shame to most advanced drones we have today.
true. 100%.
So
And
that's
don't they only live like 24 hours?
no, I'm not sure about the.
No, I'm not either. Maybe a week. Their lifespan is not really long. Their heart rate is really quick, so their lifespan is short.
And if I could
Yeah,
add
some
something,
insect too. Yeah, go ahead, whenever you want, bro.
um,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about the term mechanism, the mechanical realm. I think, in my personal opinion, that's the best way to describe the creation. Next to the word creation, I think that's um, the best term, word to describe the creation. A lot of people use matrix. I really don't like that word, more because it's like something like it's kind of not real. It came out from the movies, and then now in the last few weeks, mainstream people have used it a lot, and I don't like to use that word, but I think the best is a mechanism, the mechanical realm next to the word creation. I think is the best way to describe what we have, well, what we currently have right now. And yep, that's what we have. We live in a mechanical, in a mechanism created by a designer, God. And if we pay attention to what we do ourselves, we create ourselves our own mechanism. Not the same way we try, but each one of us create our own life, our own mechanism, trying to imitate, copy what the creator, the designer of this big mechanism has given us, right?
Thank you, brother. That's awesome. Yeah, because we were in two, three different names, but this one was really resonating from the first moment because it once we see the whole picture, that's what it is, you know, as you say.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. I think it's the best way to describe it, and I think it's a word, a term that is gonna uh, gonna be catching on, and it should be used more often than the other words, mainstream words like um, matrix. Like I said, I don't like to use that word to describe the creation, and mechanism. I really like it. I really like it. I think the best way, the best term next to the word creation to describe what we have. Excellent.
Awesome, awesome. So thing, yeah, it has to be a design, intelligent design. And this is the thing, if we continue with the other technology, like, you know, it's all kind of technology given to all the living beings to survive in these environments. It's like some have a defense mechanism, some have a common, some have attacking, like it's like weapons, right? A speed, like the reproduction also is a kind of a mechanism. So
Absolutely.
there are species which have developed like complex reproductive strategies, you know, like the wasps, they lay their eggs in other insects, you know, like it's crazy stuff. But it's,
I had
yeah, it's like,
cicada. Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
I had cicada wasps in my yard this year. They're big bees, and they're creepy, but they don't bother you. You'd have a hard time really getting stung by one of them. You got to really be messing with them. But I saw them carrying cicadas around, yeah, and that's what they do. They grab them, and they lay their eggs and bury the whole insect, and then the next ones come out next year, and they're pollinators, I guess, right? And that's how they do that. They don't hive. Any bees that don't hive are probably harmless. But bees that do hive are the ones you got to watch out for because they're protecting the queen. But they're
Oh yeah,
really big bees.
yeah. Normally, if they, even the bees, if they're around and they're doing their job, they won't, unless, you know, by mistake you step or you touch them by mistake or something. They won't go after anyone till you are near their hive, you know, or
Right.
so. Yeah,
True. They don't want to bother you. They're busy. They're not looking for trouble.
exactly. And for example, the bombardier beetle. Like it has evolved a chemical like kind of defense, like a system that involves mixing and injecting like hot chemicals to deter predators. It's a chemical warfare mechanism that like that rivals any human-made weapons.
It's like worse than a skunk. Right? No, yeah, I would like to hear an explanation of how something like that could evolve too. What was the predecessors to the bombardier beetle? Another amazing, piece of nature. Nature is just so cool. With all the things we have created now in the world and in the past, I don't think we could match the number of creations that are natural in this world.
Oh yeah. And then we also have the animals. They're also the pieces of mechanism.
Right? And how do they
Everything,
Like
herd?
that.
everything
Yeah,
around
go ahead.
us, everything around us is it's mechanical, and it lasts forever. Even ourselves, we don't think too often, but we also have the power of creation ourselves through the designer, through the creator, through God. We give life, we create life. We have our own children, and 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 we have the power. But most of the things, uh, because we are not thinking in what we have, and we are so much consumed and taken away by this fake system uh, the elites have created for us, that we try to we call it create. Even on online we call ourselves creators, video creators, online creators, but not in reality. We are not creating anything, because everything will last only for a few days or for a few months. If we create, we call it create, but if we whatever we do, a car, a machine, a VCR, a DVR, a television, will last only for a certain amount of time, and then it will die, because it's not really creating. uh, um, but the creation, the mechanism that if we pay attention, from the trees, from the everything green, from the animals, ourselves, is really creating. That's why we call it. I think it's the term is procreating. Maybe I'm wrong. I read once a long time ago, but that's what I think it means.
Oh yeah, it's the whole ecosystem needs to function, and everything is interdependent on each other. Everything, so it's all creation and destruction in the same moment. That is keeping that mechanism functioning, right? Smaller gears to the bigger gears, right?
Right.
All are
And what
dependent
what
on each other to move, to breathe, to exist. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
exactly, and what Jean said just short time ago, about some the firefly. Maybe it's another type of animal that their lifespan is only like 24 hours or a few days. Imagine that. Just imagine that. And if you pay attention to every animal, they don't know each other. They don't know some a firefly from the U.S. to a firefly from I don't know, from Argentina, and they all act the same way. They all work the same way. They all think the same way. We have lost, in reality, our knowledge. We live in a fake system that has taken us away from the real knowledge. That's why buildings do not look the same way from the old buildings from 100 years ago. That was real creation. That was art. Now everything looks like garbage, from music, from paintings, everything.
Everything.
And
Yeah,
right.
it's done purposely, brother. Yeah, yeah.
I agree. It's all on the decline, from our intelligence to the way we think to what we look at, what we call beautiful, versus what used to be beautiful. And they think those people were stupid.
Wait, did you say modern music sucks? Is that what you said?
No, that can't be. No.
No, you were saying that.
Modern everything sucks.
Yeah, man. But you were saying you don't use the word matrix much, and I actually use that word a lot, but it's never for the creation. It's just for this system that has been designed for us. Whatever it is a matrix for mental slavery, even physical slavery. You can't really go very far do anything. We can't go below the 60th south parallel. We can't go, north towards the North Pole. I mean, we have a physical barrier here. We have these mental barriers because of the limited knowledge that we have. So I call it a matrix real often because people resonate with that old movie. But the creation is absolutely beautiful. And there's an old word study I did a long time ago about I forget what scripture it is, but it said love not the world. And an old Chinese guy got into that, dug into it, and researched it. He says, "What do you mean love not the world?" But well, he came up with there's three worlds. There's the world, the creation. There's the world, the people, and then there's the world, the system. And when an old scripture is saying love not the world, it's saying don't love the system. And you got so many people hooting and hollering over the music and going to concerts and loving their sports teams and baseball and soccer and football and all this stuff. And the system is so, for me personally now, it's just so shallow. There's not much meaning there. There's not much purpose there. There's nothing real fulfilling in the system once you start down a path of seeking and finding the truth. Everything is just much more meaningful when you're looking for what's real, for what's lasting. And a big part of that for us is the creation. That's why this documentary is going to be so good. Hopefully it will bring people some knowledge and some clarity about this creation or this mechanism that we live inside of.
Exactly. And the using the matrix to describe the system, that fits right in. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. And the matrix is not describing the creation. Maybe I was wrong in the way I said it, but to describe the system, um, it fits right in. I agree with that. Yep. Maybe because I started listening to this other crazy guy. Well, not crazy. He speaks truth, but he's a little bit crazy in other things he does. The Tate guy, when he started using the word matrix, matrix, matrix for everything, I started like, I don't want to hear it anymore. But yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I do too.
The thing
It's the
is,
fake world.
the thing is, it's so fake everything, and everybody's buying into it so much. This in itself is a fake matrix that everybody's living inside, right? I think there has to be, maybe that's not the real right word, could be, but the word there's a, we remember we spoke about the DMT, the dimethyltryptamine, the me3, the matrix, the materia, right? The mother, the mater, the mother. A lot of words are interwoven in there. For sure, they themselves rob this word, the matrix. But yeah, it helps to explain us what is happening. So getting out of the matrix, I would say, instead of getting out of the matrix, you understand the matrix, and you don't need to get out, because you know what is it, right? Than being
True.
NPC without knowing and accepting everything, only on a mental level, being controlled to a level that it's impossible to escape, because what you have to escape is your mind. That's it. Your freedom is to just escape from that, getting the understanding of what this fake matrix is. Just understanding is freedom. You can create your own way after. But coming to that point is the real liberation.
It's true, bro. Understanding is really a key to success in this arena we're in. You know, the rabbit holes are not only dark. There's more light in the rabbit holes than there is darkness once you get in them. They're not these scary loops of crazy stories all the time. Sure, they're out there, but you know, use your discernment. You'll be fine. They created these rabbit holes that we live in.
I was
Oh yeah.
just yesterday I was having this uh, discussion, this conversation with Marcio, the founder, about what's coming, right? What these crazies have in plan for all of us. And I was saying that I think for RTSers, that's what I call all the truth seekers, real truth seekers, right? For the real RTSers, is going to be the best of times for us, because let's say they're trying to disrupt what we have right now, and one of the things is going to be the digital money. For RTSers, we're going to go back
Yeah.
to the old times. Instead of using money, we're just going to go back to the old days. What was in the old days when money was not around? Well, if I had something
Water.
that right? If I have something that I grow up myself, let's say a bag of beans, I will go and knock on Mr. Jean's door and ask him, hey, do you have anything that I can exchange for this with, and that is going to be like exchanging stuff. We're going to have to go back, each and every one of us, to grow our own food, or grow our own animals, and having our own meat and everything. And it's going to go back to the old days, exchanging what we grow, what we create, is going to be the real currency, not the fake money we have had for all this time around.
It's true, you know,
Exactly. Skills to
and
survive. Yeah.
that's why these, you know, Monsanto conglomerate, Bill Gates people want control of as much farmland and all the seeds that they can get their hands on, and that's why they want to make GMO seedless foods and you know, all kinds of plastic meat and all this garbage, so that we can't even get our hands on good seeds that reproduce more seeds for our next crop.
That's why
They got
we
all the
need to go. That's why we need to go back to grow our own things in our own home. So we don't need
right.
even farmers anymore. We are our
Right,
own
exactly.
farmers.
And that's why they didn't teach us this stuff in school, you guys, because this is going to be, all these things are going to be really important really soon.
Oh yeah. Skills to
You want to do
survive,
it?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, they were not taught
And
to
growing
us.
your stuff. Yeah.
It takes a long time to get gardening under the belt. You never get gardening under your belt, I don't think, ever, actually. It's a you know, it's got window upon window that you have to hit to have a successful garden, and it's challenging.
Oh yeah.
You know, you
Yeah,
got
it's
one
not
shot at it.
easy. It's not easy, yeah, but once you get it going, yeah, but you need maintenance, you need to keep going, but once you do it and once it keep going, yeah, it's like printing your own money, yeah.
Exactly.
Right. And there's
Oh,
nothing like
like,
food out of your own garden, guys. There really is.
oh
You
yeah.
can't match it. It's amazing
Unless
how what we gave up
on
as a world for convenience of fast food. It's amazing what we gave up. Very disappointing.
unless you live in Australia, you can grow your own food, because Australia right now has these ridiculous laws where they stop people from growing food in their own homes, in their own backyards. Imagine that. You want to talk about the 15-minute cities? That's the original 15-minute city, Australia. It's an
Oh yeah,
island.
that's total. Yeah, because there's total control. Because if you cannot grow food, you are totally dependent on the system, and you're gonna die if you don't listen to them. That's the, you know, that's your basic right to grow your own freaking tomatoes and grow and make your own whatever you wanna make, right? How can so they're gonna be tightening their grip every year. What's coming for the future generations, we see. So yeah, so guys, back to the topic. I wanted to use after the insects, even the chameleons, like for example, it in itself is like having a talent. It can change its color, the texture. Because it can become invisible to its prey or predators. It's like having a living canvas. That's also kind of a technology, like depending on your surrounding, the colors. So it's crazy. And then we have for example, another animal like cheetah. What is a cheetah? A cheetah, it's like a beast to kill, with muscles, with speed. It's one of the fastest land animals. It's lightweight frame, long limbs, powerful muscles. It's like like accelerating, like a modern sports car. Like the cheetah's mechanics, like, are a marvel of nature.
Right? The muscle structure and the aerodynamics with the tail using for balance, head to toe,
Exactly.
it's perfection. I love
The
cats.
aerodynamics design, moving through that
Beautiful animals.
space, right? That in mechanism, it's crazy. And even human beings, we ourselves, they say we are not an intelligent design. Look at ourselves, our limbs, our legs. It's totally mechanical, right? Our hand, we can take something and pick up something, analyze it, right?
And there's ratios built in from the shoulder to the elbow to the wrist to all the three fingertips. There's perfect ratios built in.
Exactly, sacred geometry built
Hmm.
in, right?
Yeah, and to the face structure, all the muscular structure to the skeletal. Can you imagine what it took to design the nervous system for the human? It took how long for them to even understand it, if they do.
Exactly, the joints operate in such a grace and smoothly.
Ah, forget it.
It's like made from a masterful engineer.
Absolutely. And you talk about the relationship between things that one can't exist without the other. That's a symbiotic relation throughout nature. Again, it also debunks evolution and any of the theories of it. There's just so many things that just couldn't have survived without the first other thing. And, to get into, there's countless um, descriptions of that throughout nature and throughout the human body, even. What came first, kind
Exactly,
of.
and
Right?
exactly, because for example, the hand in itself, like it's a complex interplay of bones, muscles, tendons. Like our hands allows us to grasp, to manipulate, and to create. The precision at which we can write, paint, or perform intricate tasks. It's a testament to the mechanical excellence of the creator, with the accuracy, right?
I agree.
And the other thing you were mentioning before, the flagellar motor. So we did a podcast some times ago called
Yeah.
Descent from Darwinism, where we spoke about the evolution, the theory of evolution, fake, like all the rest of the theories of the pseudoscience, right? And we discussed there about how many thousands of scientists who are against the theory of evolution, and where we spoke about this flagellum motor, which is like at a cellular level of bacteria or cells in our body. It's like a small machine that, uh, like a whip like rotating structure, found in bacteria and cells. Like it's like a
Yeah,
minuscule marvel that propels in this microorganism,
yeah, it's essentially a
moving
motor.
exactly moving forward with efficiency. So that was supposed to be, in a way, the stamp of the intelligent design, because if you look at it, it looks like a motor with a whip, with a central shaft, with the pistons, right?
Yep.
But it's a cell doing its job in the microorganism, in the humans, in everything that is organic, right?
Yeah, like 1,000 of them could fit through the eye of a needle.
So imagine these, like they're like bots, like organic bots or machines.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, yeah. It's crazy, like for us to even think that we together, building up of different and trillions of cells working together for us to function, for us to exist. So if everything inside us is moving like a machine working itself, what are we, right? In a way, organic, we're speaking about technology, but it's much more advanced, because maybe we think whatever is non-organic is technologic or advanced. Why can't an organic thing be advanced technology? Why not, right? The insects,
Right.
the
And that
animals, we, us, the creation, the geography. Yeah, go ahead.
and that's another word the Matrix has stolen to use it in the wrong way. Organic, right? It means something that is natural, live, mechanical from the creation, from the design. And now they use it to sell you um, stuff they grow with chemicals. If you go and buy an organic whatever, if you don't pay attention, organic means that it has some chemicals they use to make it supposedly better and bigger and stronger, and it's garbage. So they have stolen that word also. People need to go back to use the words the way they are supposed to be, and and what they really mean, because that's how they get so many people fooled, using words, changing the meanings, and yeah, I agree absolutely with Director Bika. Organic. This is organic. Organic is mechanical.
Well said, brother. Yeah, this is the thing. They want us to think that this is all the only the electronic, only the mechanical, or only the machine, only the tech world, right? Is technology. No, right? Everything, right?
Right. And without changing the subject, if people have these issues and they don't feel like they can talk freely here, just remember, Mr. Director Bika has his own app for the mechanical realm with its own private public chat. You can discuss and say anything you want in that chat. You can talk. You can even talk to the crew. You can talk to Director Bika. You can talk to Mr. Kit Cameron, uh, Gene Edited, um, uh, Evelyn Gold, and or make friends. You can bring your own friends. Talk to between your friends, your family, freely. Don't be afraid to say what you want. Expose your feelings. Nobody will judge you. You can even create your own groups. You can make a chat with 4, 5, 6, 10 people and talk to each other. Share pictures, videos, um, anything. So going back to the subject, sorry, I I took you guys
No,
away a
no,
little
no.
bit.
Now, brother,
That's
now that you're
great.
speaking about the app, that's great. Yeah, tell us more features that the people can understand more better, and yeah, so more freedom for us there. So people who
Exactly.
have not.
Exactly. People can have can watch this stream in the app as well. They can create their own discussions with the chat, independent, privately uh, stored in an independent server uh, from Marshall David, the founder of RTS. So you don't have to worry about somebody's gonna judge you. I can't. You're not gonna be able to say a word that you're not supposed to say. Uh, it's absolutely 100% the mechanical realm freedom in that app. You can find it on Play Store currently. Maybe in the future, and the Apple Store for the one percenters, and and for the rich people, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and something else. I can see Miss Evelyn Gold in the chat a lot, but why she's not here right now? She should be here in the stream with all of us.
That's a good question. Where are you,
Yeah, I
Evelyn?
thought she's gonna be here today, but she didn't jump in. Yeah, and anyway, yeah. After this podcast, we are supposed to have another podcast today on Eddie. So anybody who wants to share the link in the chat for after that show, that's gonna be in 2 hours from now on Eddie's channel,
Nice.
Flat Earth Banjo, where we're gonna be having our team of the mechanical ram there. So
Yeah, big fan of Mr. Eddie too. Big fan. He's also one of the biggest names around. So yeah, big fan of him. And going back to the app a little bit more, we have right now currently you can visit the official Director because the Mechanical Realm official site through the app in the app. You're gonna be able also to watch the Mechanical Realm film in the app as well, with three different versions of it, and 4K if you're able to, maybe not to pull it with the phone, but maybe you can restream it using your phone to the TV, and that's how you can watch it 4K. Then we have also the 720 resolution for phones uh, and other devices using Android, and we have the smaller version 360 resolution for phones with from people everywhere around the earth, who live in places with no big speed internet yet. We were checking in the Play Store, and we had a guy from Africa downloading the app a couple days ago, so he can watch their people from those places around the earth with slow speed internet. They can watch the small resolution with no issues, no posing, no issues whatsoever. So they have those four features right now currently in the app. Is visiting the mechanicalrealm.com through the app, watching the movie in the app, and the chat option. The chat option is really good because you can also share uh, video files like TikTok videos. You can also share uh, pictures and other files like text files. Um, Very nice, very nice. Independent, independent, totally independent owned chat. No issues with censorship.
that's awesome, brother. So this is the thing. So the people can watch um, on the app, or the people can watch it on the page, right?
Exactly. If they don't have if they're not able currently to install the app because they're using other type of devices like iPhones. They can go online on their PC and watch the movie online on the mechanicalrealm.com. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And this is the thing, like it's gonna be available from 10th October. At what time zone are we set
Well, I
for that?
I guess that'll be up to Marcio, the founder, or you, Director Bika. Yeah, depending on the time zone you want to make it available from there on.
Okay, so the people can go to the app directly or go to the page and access the documentary there from 10th.
Yes, from the
Right?
10th of this month, exactly. Right now, if you go to the
Awesome.
app
Awesome. So
and you, yes,
what's the difference between the app and the page? What's the difference so that the people can uh, by seeing it on the app or by seeing it on the official page? What's the differences? What's the uh
the well,
what's
I guess the
the
device.
to access it? Yeah.
Yes, I guess the device they're gonna be
Go
able to
ahead.
use it. If they wanna watch the movie in their TVs at home through the PC. Lots of TVs right now. They're supposed to be this called TVs now, smart TVs or Android
Yeah.
boxes hooked to the TVs, and they can watch through the PC through the online version, the mechanicalrealm.com. They can watch and enjoy the film together with their family at once. And the difference on the phone is they can carry the movie with them and open other people's eyes and share it with them, right?
Awesome. Awesome. That's great.
We
So
we
yeah,
haven't been
what
informed
I
yet.
think you
We
yep.
haven't been informed yet the developer team, but maybe if Director Bika wants to allow people to download uh, the movie in the future, that can also be possible through the app and the mechanicalrealm.com on PC as well. That'll be a decision that Director Bika will take in the future as well. They can download it if they want to and share it, spread it around.
Yeah, once we agree with that. Once it's for free public release, it's free for download, right? So
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, I was thinking on 10/10, it might be kind of like July 4th here in America. You might start hearing these explosions all over the place, and that might be from the fake professors' heads exploding when they start watching this. And the globe trolls and the globe chills, they're literally going to lose their mind, and their heads will be exploding all over the place. So maybe it needs to be like a secondary 4th of July.
Funny.
I can't wait. I really can't wait. I mean, it's just we all of us have been sitting on this for almost a year now, but it's so simple and so powerful that, I mean, only a fool is going to try to argue against this. And of course, there's a lot of globe fools out there that are going to try to deny it and start regurgitating all the nonsense that we've all heard before. But it's just the documentary is going to be so simple and so powerful. It's going to persuade, hopefully, millions of people to come over to the truth and start researching the things that all of us have been researching over the years now.
Yeah, Keith, I think
yeah,
we're
we
going to
need
get
to
any.
thank.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Gene.
I think we're going to get anybody on the fence or close to the fence. People too far on the other side, you never know. This should be compelling, but so should other things. You never know how these people are going to run. But anybody with enough curiosity to be close to the fence and really be wondering what's going on and have doubts in the system in many aspects, astrological, historical. Um, we're going to cover a lot of that, and we're going to get anybody close to the fence. So on the fence, forget it. They're coming over at this point.
You know
We
who we
have
need to thank? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm watching the stream as well, and Director Beak is showing the mechanicalrealm.com, and we have in less than 2 months, 45 days probably, the site has been up. We have almost 250,000 visitors to the site. Currently, like 25 people in the site as we speak, but almost 250,000 people have visited this site, themechanicalrealm.com, in 45 days only. So this is awesome. Like Mr. Kid just mentioned, uh, people are gonna be really excited, and crazy people will go crazier, anger, with anger. But yep, it's a really nice thing. Um, um, Not to plug it again, but thanks to the support of Marcio David, the founder of RTS, who made the the developer team to work on this really hard, and we thank him for that too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everybody from the team, Marcio, David, you, the whole team crew from the mechanical realm, each and everyone, the people behind the scenes, all the supporters. So it's all, yeah, it's all worth it in the end, because we all know that this cannot be done just like that. So lots of energy from all different aspects put together for this to come together.
Yes, and another thing,
Awesome. And
Marcio,
we need to
Marcio,
thank,
the founder.
especially we need to thank the Globe. They were so much insisting us to use the flat model. So you were
Yes, yes.
asking and we start looking and we find it, you know?
Yeah, I think we could probably say we really need to thank Neil deGrasse Tyson for being so stupid and saying so many stupid things that people are like, this just makes no sense. Well, we need to start looking deeper because this guy is just out there. I mean, he's just gone
And
off
it's
the deep
as
end.
kids, as Gene said, it's like almost a year. You guys hear me? Am I there or
Uh, I
Yeah.
think I think I think Director Pika should remove the option of showing the site, because that's taking away a lot of internet speed from you. That's why you can't hear us. Uh, um,
Yeah, you were breaking up, Vika.
yeah,
oh yeah?
yeah, yeah. Now it's fine.
Oh,
Now
so
it's
I don't
fine.
know. I will say it again then. Okay. You guys heard me that I say, especially we have to thank our the Globers because they were insisting us so much on where is your working model? Where is your working model? Right? So there you have it. We are
A lot.
And without mentioning any names, because that's supposed to be private too. In the mechanicalrealm.com, there is an option for people to get a reminder about when the movie is available already, to watch. And without giving names, because that information is private, the only thing I can say is we have big names, big names, requesting the reminder. So that we have big names from the community, uh, wanting to be reminded of when the movie is available. That's all I can say without giving any names, because that's a private. We don't want to invade their privacy, but we have big names waiting for this film to come out, like Mr. Cameron mentioned.
That's great.
Yeah, I know one of those guys is definitely David Weiss. He put one of my little videos on his video of the day on his app, which was, I'm thankful for that. But he said he's really looking forward to seeing this. And I think everyone in the truther community and the flat earth community is going to want to see this. I can't imagine any of them coming out against it at all. I know Vika's vision and goal for this was to bring the community together, and a tool to help build the community is the way I say it. And my personal opinion too is that it will be a weapon to fight against the world of academia, the world of delusion and deception that's lying to people, lying to humanity. So I see it as a tool that most everybody, big name, little name, whatever, inside the truther community is going to be using this documentary. And then outside of the community, people that are going to try to fight against it, it's just a weapon that they will not be able to stand up against.
Exactly. On a technical level, the flatten the curve did its job. And on a technical level, here the mechanical realm will do its job too. Are gonna be the ultimate weapons, because in the end, it's a weapon for our community to use it, right?
Exactly. A tool. A tool to defend themselves from any questions, any silly discussions the sheep they may have against the truth. And talking about the flatten the curve, just Mr. Eric Dubay was reminding all of us in his last stream about that movie, director Pika's movie, The Mechanical Realm. He was chatting about the movie, about the Flatten the Curve movie, just like I think just a week, 10 days ago. So that movie is still in the minds of a lot of the truth community yet.
Oh, there are still comments even till today. There are comments on different channels, new comments, people commenting on the why, because there is so much of information compressed, right? That's the whole idea. It's like you are gonna spend 1.5 hour, but you gonna be like mind blown of the understanding you have or you're gonna have about that particular thing or everything related to it in every aspect. Like the mechanical realm is also gonna do the same thing, because it opens so much more. It makes everything much more, like as also Keith said, academics, scientists, normal people, everybody can relate to it, because it's so much integrated in this. Because that's why the topic of today is also called, is everything a mechanism, right? Why? Because from the micro level to the macro level, as we spoke about the insects, the animals, the humans, where is all this creation living? In a creation and intelligent design, which in itself is mechanical, a machine, right? When we speak about the electric sun and the moon, which acts like a cathode and anode, right? The sun and the moon, the moving, it's like a machine moving, right? A simulator, right? It's simulating, doing nothing more than what it's supposed to do, right? Every other luminaries, right? In relation with the earth below, right? Everything that is moving here, the way all the cycles happen on this earth, the hydrocycle, right? The jet streams, right? Everything is moving, everything is breathing, right? So the mechanical realm covers a part which is a part of this whole mechanism. Crazy stuff, right?
The repetition of it all should give it away too.
The crazy is not so crazy anymore, right?
Crazy became mainstream.
Yes, exactly. Everything mainstream today is pseudo. It's fake. Pseudoscience, pseudo art, music. You pick it. Everything is fake. Everything mainstream is like 90%, 95% fakery.
Yeah, it has watered down garbage.
Yep, absolutely.
I tell you, one of the main things I'm looking forward to in the documentary is putting it back in the globe troll's face when they say, look, they've known it's a ball for 2,000 years. The Greeks knew it was a round ball. It's like, oh my God, if I hear that one more time. And I mean, the documentary is just going to obliterate that false claim that they keep making. I see that claim almost every day when I'm in.
Dude, if you're writing their history, if you're writing the history, you're going to write how you want it. You can't say Greeks were the most absurd people on this earth if they want to, right?
Right.
Why the Greeks? Because they were supposed to be the inventors of all the Western world understanding of scientific thinking or understanding of science in itself, right?
Philosophy and all
There's
that.
a 500 years old, there's a 500 years gap of dark ages where all this was lost by the same civilizations, right? All this technology before that and after right now of restarting the whole civilization from this new era, it's all misplacement of information and technology, right?
Yeah, I don't believe either that all the Greeks believed in what the fake history books today say about them. I don't believe it. I don't believe 100% of them believed what we are told they believed. It's like 150 years from now, for all this nonsense going around, uh, with the cancel culture. It's like somebody will say in a book, the Americans believed, or this other country believed, and it's not true. It's only like 10%, 20% of the people from that country, or
Right.
but they will
They
say, right?
exaggerate things. Yeah, they
Exactly.
exaggerate it in their favor. Like Keith was saying, 100 years ago. It was probably 100 years ago. More than 90% of the people were probably being taught flat Earth. It didn't get washed out until you think about it. 1920s when the Rockefellers put all that money into the system. The system wasn't what we have today. It was nothing like what we have today. You got to consider what they were really doing back then.
Yeah, and the biggest tool they have to distort the reality and the future in history is the school system. That's why they're trying to.
Education.
Exactly. That's why they're trying to do what they're trying to do nowadays with the children at school, because they know that that's how they made it happen. All this fakery going around nowadays, and removing flat Earth from the system.
And being taught to trust these people that are lying to us. And you can kind of half blame the teachers of today. I don't know. We all got brainwashed into this system, and I guess the more prominent ones, they're not gonna say anything. Obviously, most of them don't. They have too much to lose if they start talking.
Oh yeah, we know they are building a brick in the wall. They've been doing this from a long time. So the general function is always going to be the same. Like the whole system is controlled through that building of that brick. Everything is interconnected and controlled through that one thing, and everything is happening. The indoctrination, the the acceptance of authority, the acceptance of not questioning the of whatever has been feeded,
The medical
right?
system.
So it's it's working perfectly, but yeah, technology is affecting things, the cycles are affecting things, there are like for example, the technology right now is that if a person is a bit awake, they can see through the indoctrination because they have the information what they would like to see in their hands, right? So there's a some level of uh, possibilities that more will wake up than being part of these walls, right? So there are possibilities, but yeah, but playing with the information. So the flat earth is the thing. I think it's the mother of all conspiracy, because if you don't know where the hell you live, what the hell you know is true, right? There's this another psyop guy who's very famous. Maybe you guys know Bill Carson, right? He's very alternative. You know, he speaks a lot of truth, but he's also a gatekeeper, right? Because things he says about flat Earth is shows that he's a gatekeeper. He's selling the globe. So no matter how much truth you're selling, but at the core level, you're telling the false. All your perception, everything you are seeing or understanding is false.
I know there's a few guys I listen to, like Trey Smith. He's pretty good. He's got a really great explanation of evolution that puts it in ridiculous terms, and the chances of it happening are so far from zero. But then he talks about planets and stuff like that, and it's like, oh man, what are you doing? It throws a lot out when they jump ship like that. But I just take what I like from it.
Exactly. So it's very easy to have gatekeeping information so that the real understanding of no one gets it, right? So you're
Right.
spewing so much truth, but your main concept is to sell the globe and say that the flat earth is a psyop, right?
No.
So that's playing with information. That's what they are doing, right? Because they cannot handle, because it's out of control. The information, people can access
And
anything they want, but what they want to believe or what they want to look into, it's their choice.
Right.
So playing
That's the
with your
thing, bro.
choice, yeah, playing with
But
your
that's
choice is controlling, right?
yeah.
Because making you more confused. And now in the future is going to be the AI, right? It's already there. So more confusion. What is real? What's not real? It's going to be much more difficult, right? The CGIs are going to get much more better, right? The the movie is going to get much more, right?
but
Fantastic.
here, but this is the reason why. That is the reason why the deniers, Glovers and all the rest of the deniers, they get so. Honestly, if you pay attention, they get so violent. They start calling you names because the spirit that is in them will not allow them to listen to you, not even a single 3 or 4 words of explanation. Because once you open your eyes to this, you're not going back. There's no way for you to go back to the place you were with the lies covering your eyes. No, once you listen to 2 3 words from the explanation, from the research, you open your eyes, and the spirit that is in you, the spirit who controls this earth right now, it will fly away, it will run away from you, so you are clear. I was one of those crazy people up until the time I met Mr. Marcio, the founder, and he brought me to RTS. Believe me, I was so indoctrinated, but I could feel it. I could feel that something was wrong when I was watching or listening to something. It made no sense to me. And now I started like doing research and listening to you all of you guys, and I opened my eyes, and there is no way I can go back. But this also destroyed a lot of my childhood. Believe me, I can't go back to even watch the old cartoons because I start seeing things that they're out of place. Cartoon shows, TV shows from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, nothing makes sense.
brother,
I'm like,
brother, the past
yeah,
is gone, right? The past is gone, right?
yep,
And it was
yep.
not, it was just supposed to be experienced how you experience. That's it, it's gone. But we live now, we are the present now. Our understanding is what is now to ahead, right? So it was part of our growing, maybe, for us to see that other side. Like, we all were indoctrinated, we all were educated, right? In that indoctrinated stuff, every one of us, in education, in everything we see, everything we understand, right? So we all have gone through that in a way. But the happiness or the freedom is when you understand, and when you say you accept it, right? And this triggering of these people and the globers is there's a energetic connection that automatically triggers them. Why? Because it's not only about you know better than me, or I know more than you, or it's not about that. There's something more emotional or personal thing that triggers the globers. And as you say, you know that there's something wrong, but you're not facing it. That's the problem, right? Because why don't nobody question themselves, why am I getting not triggered? Because if somebody speak to me about aliens, we'll be here all the night watching the stars and saying, hey, these are aliens, and we'll have a great time. But we're going to speak about flat earth because what, my education is bullshit, whatever, all my life is bullshit, everything what happened is was fake, is nothing is true. That's the hard part for the people to understand. But it's, you have, everybody has to look forward. Whatever I've been having forward, that's what it matters from now. Like, we have to live in the present first, like, so this is the thing. The history these people have telling us about everything, the technology, it's everything is just a show. So to get and grasp the whole, maybe we need more years, but yeah, there's a lot to what we cannot see or we cannot understand, right? So that the idea is also is that the people can at least start seeing some more things and make their own and connecting the dot, because this documentary is not answer to everything, but it will start making question more things, right? And that's how we are here, no, from starting from flat earth, by questioning, right? And accepting with our intuition and what we perceive, right? Because we, even in flat earth, there's so much of different opinion about many things. It's not bad, right? It's not bad to have different opinion, but it cannot become into a game of like, I'm right, you're wrong, and this is not true, because that creating more also division because of these gatekeeping and gatekeepers, right? Trying to make more division in the communities. Like, so people need to forget all that and try to be, yeah, we can have a difference of opinions in flat earth, because it's just so vast and complex subject that there could be many variations. That's it. But it's not there that because I believe in the AE map, so everything is wrong, I believe in. No, it's nothing like that, right? So the mechanical realm, yeah.
Can't wait for it. TMR coming out couple
It's
days now.
almost there. It's almost there. Yeah. So, guys, yeah, we're gonna maybe play some clips here. Yeah. All right.
Who else is on the film? Eddie,
Oh yeah.
Mr.
It's
Gene.
yeah. I'm gonna play the trailer. So maybe around 24 hours to go.
2,000 years ago, a shipwreck created a time capsule. Hidden beneath the waves, untouched by time. The secrets it held would challenge our understanding of the past and reveal the incredible ingenuity of our ancestors. Journey with us as we dive into the depths of history, uncovering the enigmatic ancient marvel that defies the limits of its time. Rediscovered a century ago by another shipwreck, nature seemed to guard its secrets, preserving a device that would rewrite our understanding of ancient technology. The mechanical realm beckons us to unlock its mysteries. Through history, archaeology, astrophysics, and astronomy, we embark on a quest to decipher the intricate workings of the past. The pieces of the puzzle come together as we explore the convergence of art, science, and philosophy. A true masterpiece of craftsmanship, gives us a glimpse into the minds of ancient engineers and their quest to understand the cosmos.
Testament to the importance of astronomy in ancient Greek culture, reflecting the desire of Greek astronomers and mathematicians to understand the workings of the cosmos.
Everything moves over the surface of our flat and stationary Earth. Nothing goes around the sun. The sun is not the center.
One inside the other and inside the other 9 times. The tolerance is not of a millimeter. Thickness of a fingernail, but 1/10 of a millimeter.
Where the ancients could tap into this far deeper, far more profound wisdom and knowledge. In doing so, they were able to create such a brilliant mechanism that lived inside a beautiful realm that was designed as a timepiece with mathematics and fractals built within everything in the fabric.
This body is a combination of all these sides together in one device, working in perfection, reflecting the movement, the only movement about to a geocentric stationary flat realm.
Prepare for an extraordinary journey where hidden truths come to light. The secrets of the mechanical realm will redefine our perception of history and reshape our appreciation of the past and shape of our Earth. Get ready to witness the unveiling of the extraordinary, a geocentric stationary flat Earth working model that has defied the passage of time. The mechanical realm awaits you.
All right, the mechanical realm. There's Evelyn
Nice.
Gold, Keith Cameron Smith, Eddie Alencar, Gutai J, Genie Edited, and me. So hours
Bro,
plus.
I love what you did with that, bro. The music, the voice in the back, the clips from us. It was really, really nicely done, bro. Dramatic, not too much, not too little. The music was great. How it ended, all of it. A lot of nice stuff in there. Listen, I see you spent a lot of time, bro. You guys, RTS, thank you guys. You did most of the work.
You did.
Oh,
you
yeah.
all guys did.
Yeah, it was fun
We
being
all
here
did.
with you guys. But I'm really excited to see how this came out, and so far it's pretty amazing.
We needed all the pieces together to work for this to function, right?
Yeah, we did.
So all the pieces ready to function like a machine.
Like a mechanism.
So this is the thing. This is a nature's grand cosmic engine. Because the Earth in itself looks like an ultimate mechanism, like a celestial master operating on a cosmic scale, right? As we spoke about the microcosm to the macrocosm, everything that exists. So this geography, this geography also is a part of it, and the heavens above, and right? It's all part of it, all part of the mechanism, like a symphony of interlocking mechanism, like orchestrating the dance of life, the celestial events. Like this whole thing looks like a finely tuned clock. For example, also the carbon cycle. It's like the rhythmic ticking of a clock, like range of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the oceans, the land, ensuring the stability of our climates. The Earth might like possess an internal timekeeping mechanism of cycles, tracking the eons of existence. Imagine the tectonic plates, for example, the crust. The geological slabs like shifting and colliding, shaping the continents, creating mountains, new landforms, like a geological machinery, akin to a massive gears of a clock, slowly turning and grinding over eons, the surface. Then, as I mentioned, the jet streams, the tides, everything. It's in constant movement. The water cycles, the system of evaporation, the condensation, the precipitation acts like Earth's circulatory system. Like a hydrological mechanism. Some even say that this Earth is like a hydro generator. Right? Because we speak about also the AC motor from Tesla, which functions on that polarity, the magnetism, right? Earth. We already have done few podcasts on Tesla, right? And how his AC motor is the base of all motors that we have today, right? And how in itself motor, a machine that's only reflecting the same thing, how the Earth function as a machine, how a motor functions because of its polarity and magnetism. What's happening there, right? Like, for example, the toroidal field, the magnetic field from the center of the Earth, right? Creating that vortex of energy, which are just two big energies of the sky and the Earth interacting with each other and creating that movement like a machine, right? We know how about how the electrics work in the ecosystem, right? Yeah, the more you go deeper, the more It's all designed for it to function, and how. So it's a mechanism on a cosmic scale. So we cannot just be a passive stage for life to unfold, but we can be an active participant in this grand cosmic drama, if you want to call. And this motor is constantly in function, in motion. And that integrated machinery keeps the symphony of existence playing on. Yeah, you guys have heard about this, that Google have this some machine where it's like, for it that last gear to move, it needs to move infinite of time. Do you know that? It's a way of connecting 20 or 30 gears, and every gear have to move. The first gear have to move how many hundred times for the second, and the
Yeah, I
second
heard.
a few thousand. Yeah.
I saw you.
Yes.
I saw that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so Google have that machine made for themselves to calculate whatever the algorithms or whatever, right? So imagine how even tracking of time is possible up to infinity. So imagine how these ancient, or the so-called these people, the ancient people, what kind of information they had about everything in a controlled way, right? Because as I saying, this guy Bill Carson is saying the technology, the controllers are telling us or giving us, they are 300 years ahead of us. But as I said, it's just a gatekeeping information, because it's not 300 years, it's more than 2,000 years. He's saying you
Yeah,
to
but
imagine.
they're not.
Yeah, go ahead.
They won't admit that, right? They'll kind of dance around acknowledging all of these, any information like that. They'll still say that this is what they used to think.
Yeah, because people, for us, or people, there are many that cannot imagine what would happen in 100 years. How would be the technology be in 100 years? Because already 100 years before, there was nothing. Right? Very basic stuff. That's what they tell us through the history. We don't know what happened exactly. But so much of boom in 50 years, right? Everything is gone. So
Right.
imagine, he's saying, imagine in 300 years how the technology would be. The people cannot imagine 300 years in the future how it we could be, like literally flying around like light bodies. Who know, right?
Right. Yeah, they went from bicycles to airplanes to landing on the moon, allegedly, in like 70 years.
Exactly. So it just shows how fake it is. It's just so controlled fairy tale. And what
But
we also trying to say with this documentary is this, right? Right. We are not saying it's 300. We are saying imagine 2,000 years of missing technology.
yeah.
We are speaking about machines during the time of Jesus Christ, right? Does that mix up? Does it mix up a bit? No. Sounds weird? Yeah. Why? Because it's all freaking fake. And when fake thing mix up, it doesn't square. The thing is, they are making sure that we don't freaking unite. That's the thing. Because there's where it ends all, right? You have to forget the differences. That's the real awakening. Yeah, because even this, no, right? The flat Earth and the globe Earth, it's also part of the deception so that we all keep fighting, right? Out of all the division we have already, flat Earth and globe Earth is a huge one too. Why? It's there in place for this.
Every time we get closer to the truth, there's always a new distraction, a new scripted something, scripted words,
Oh yeah,
scripted
exactly.
everything.
Exactly.
Yep.
And especially what happened in these last few days too, it's just fear mongering. It's just a distraction. What is going to happen in this week also? Fear mongering, distraction. That's it.
But the
We
only
don't
thing,
want
the only thing, the only thing is they're getting
to.
worse because they know that their time is up with all the lies. We can see through the lies for the last all the lies from the last 50 years or so or more. And what they do now is to distract people. They're really hurting real people. Look what they did to Maui. Look what they're doing with the scripted wars. Do you think with all that much power between countries, they're just gonna be fighting for a year, for 2 years between them? No, it's all scripted. Only for the real people. In this case, the civilians, the army, to get hurt. But the big people in the governments, they never get hurt. They're always fine. Just sending more people to die, and that's it. So they're getting worse with their distractions. They're not. They don't care
Need
to
to
hurt
take more. They
people.
don't. Exactly, brother, because they don't, as we mentioned, the technology, we don't know what technology they have. They're telling us they have some shit to do whatever they're doing to control the weather, but they could have much more advanced stuff that they're already using to create, make more disaster here in the slave plantation, right?
Yep.
So if we don't know what they have, or what they are telling what they have, and the ideas we have what kind of technology they have for to manipulate us with all their technologies, so what could they have that we don't know of, right? And how could be they using it to create, to continue what is they are doing, right? And as I mentioned earlier, it's playing with the psychology is the easiest. And the heart, right? The heart is very important. Like the heart, the energy center, every energy center have different functions, right? So the heart is responsible for love, but it's also responsible for fear. Okay, so if you're playing with fear to the people, you're playing with the heart chakras. You're almost trying to destroy them every day.
Yep. Watch it for the 10th. They're gonna come up with a distraction on the 10th, on the TMR release.
Oh yeah, it's already started a couple of days ago, and it's going to evolve in these days. Oh yeah, they're totally censoring us, guys. So if you do share anything related to the documentary, please do leave the link of the mechanicalrealm.com, because now even if in some browsers they're not even if you type in the mechanicalrealm.com, it's not showing you unless you go through a link. So please, anything you share, support, comment about the documentary, please do leave that link, themechanicalrealm.com, because these
And
people. Yeah, go ahead.
I know I sound like a broken record, but people should remember again. That's the reason why you have your own chat, people, in the app, in the TMR app, the official director Vikka Draziv's TMR app. You have your own chat there, private. You can talk, discuss any subject, daily life, even politics, if you want to talk about politics. Bring your family there. It's a private owned independent server, so people cannot tell you what to say, what to do. But of course, be careful who you talk to, right? If you don't know who you're talking to, so be a little bit, you know, careful what you say. But if you're talking between friends, between family, between truthers, RTSers, other RTSers, be open about it. You can talk anything you want in the chat, in the TMR official app chat. And uh, uh, thanks again to uh, Marcia David, the founder, for the support for the creation of the app. We also should remind people, if you are an RTSer, if you have an idea, you are an RTSer artist, and you are trying to bring the truth to the truth community, and you don't know how, you don't have the means to do it. Contact RTS Marshall David, the founder, on RTS. He will support you. He will sponsor you. He will help you out. Uh, we're asking you for not a thing in return. He will help you out to put the truth out there. If you're one of the RTSers, artists who don't have the means or have been blacklisted or censored by big tech, this is your chance, your opportunity. And we thank so much to director Vikka Draziv for the opportunity, because without him and without the rest of the crew, Gene Edited, Mr. Kit Cameron, and the rest of the gang, we on RTS will not have this opportunity to let everyone know about it. So thank you so much, Director Bika and the crew, for it.
Thank you also to you, to Marcel David, and the whole team of RTS. And yes, the people don't understand the potentials of RTS, right? It's not only with my channel or with Truth Frequency Films. RTS is very similar to all its content creator, and they are always available for every help they could for them to grow and be independent with all their creation and all their knowledge they want to have in one place, with not having the fear of losing everything because the big brother wants to shut you up, so there's a lot of potential, and they are doing a lot for a lot of people. So big shout out to RTS. And as I said, RTS has been the official sponsor of Heliopsychosis, and now it's the co-sponsor, and Marcio David is the co-producer. So it's been a journey that we have grown together, and for definitely we're going to grow. And the idea is to all these collaborations is for the truth, right? That we have also a place that we can call home, that is RTS, right? So
Very nice, very nice, very nice. That's very nice of you, Mr. Director Bika, calling it home. Our home is RTS, and something that I'm not gonna say too much about it, but once again, thank you to Marshall David, the founder. We received this week two brand new servers. Two things to come. One of them is live streaming, like what we are doing right now on YouTube, and the second is uh, almost bigger than the live streaming, is monetization. You're gonna forget about YouTube. People can come to RTS and even there start making money. So monetization, live streaming, with the two servers we've received this week, brand new servers. It's I can keep talking and talking, and it's gonna look I'm gonna sound like I'm uh, uh, I'm I'm leaking boots or whatever you want to call it. But Mr. Marshall David, the founder, everything is coming out of his pocket, and he's putting it everything like Director Bika just said, uh, risking everything for the
oh
truth.
yeah, oh yeah, there's so much of time, effort, and energy behind everything. We all know, even just to run a YouTube or a Facebook channel or a page or a Instagram functioning page, how much dedication you need for a good page to function. So imagine having a platform or an app or a whole page dedicated. So how much work does it involve, apart from rest of the work we have and the life we have and the family we have and the work we have, and apart from that, as I said, I live on a big off-grid place, and I have more work there too all around the year, be it spring, summer, autumn, everything has its own work. So this is the thing. Speaking also about the monetization, this is the first time ever Vikka Draziv is going to charge somebody to watch his content. First time ever in 5 years. Okay, I never did, nor for Flatten the Curve, nor for the Mechanical Realm, a GoFundMe, and then did that project, and then even want to charge the people to watch the documentary. All I'm saying is the first time, because we're going to do that. Why? Because it's so much of energy and time and effort needs to be put in. Okay, and it's only for the people who really want to support that this continues, right? Because
Yes,
it's a lot. It's a lot, because sometimes you really go crazy, right? And especially with big projects, right? It's crazy. That's
exactly.
it. The information, the documentary is going to be free in 35 days once it's released. But in these 35 days, whoever wants to support, it's for that, so that this can get much more better, right? We can
Exactly.
grow, right? So that's the only thing. So whoever wants to support, apart from that, if you cannot support like that, you can do other kind of support. You could share, speak, comment, share the link, send people to the page, or see the document, or whatever other support is also appreciated, right? So just making it clear, it's a lot of effort to be and do these things in that case, because we know how we are with our lives. We all have things to do, and a lot of things to do, right? So awesome. And I want to thank everybody who's been part of this project. As I said, more than a year we are on this, and now only 24 hours or something is left for this thing. It's like a huge responsibility is going to be off of the shoulder, because when you take this kind of project, it's like a huge responsibility, right? Until it doesn't happen, right? Because imagine you are doing this kind of project and it's gone, for whatever reason. No, it cannot be. You have to be there to complete it. And once you do that, it's like a huge, you feel that light weight, So in a way, the same thing happened for me in Flatten the Curve. The same thing happened for the mechanical realm. But you feel a lot more lighter, right? Why? Because there's so many people, so much energy involved in this, so much effort involved in this, so much time, right? And it needs to come together, right? So I really want to thank everybody, like especially Evelyn, Keith, Jean, Gutai, Marcio, the RCS team, everybody who was from behind the scenes, who all helped all of us to do and get our things right? And everybody who's trying to support us on our social media too, right? And as I said, without all of us, it wouldn't have been possible. And as I said, everything evolves and happens when it's supposed to happen, right? We won't realize sometimes things until it happens. So we're going to see it, that in a way we were destined to have this project done, and the way we all met and the way all this manifested looks like it was orchestrated before, right? That's why it happened, right? Because the message this documentary have is huge. Is the truth it holds has significance that we cannot describe in words. So being a part of getting this message together out there it's an honor, guys. So that's the best part, right? That we got it out there, right? Together. So thank you, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you, Vikka.
Yeah, this is supposed to happen in this timeline, and it happened, right? Maybe one of the important missions, maybe we had one of, for sure, we all have so many missions in our life. The importance we rate on depending on our personal experience, right? So this was one of the mission, and once you have that some of your mission completed, it's like, yeah, I find this mission special, right? So awesome. I'm going to be playing a couple of clips, yeah. Promotion of RTS by the star cast of the Mechanical Realm. All right, let me see.
Embark on a journey of revelations with RTS. Delve into the captivating secrets revealed in the Mechanical Realm documentary. Experience knowledge unbounded on our uncensored platform, where curiosity knows no limits. And the excitement doesn't stop there. Our upcoming app, the Mechanical Realm, promises an enhanced truth-seeking experience. discover, engage, and rewrite the story. RTS isn't just another social media platform. It's a haven where you can express your thoughts freely and openly. No shadow bans, no censorship, just authentic discussions and connections. Join us and be a part of the unfiltered conversation.
Ready to uncover the mysteries of the universe? RTS welcomes you to a world of unlimited discovery. The Mechanical Realm documentary will sweep you into a realm of ancient wonders and technological marvels. Brace yourself for the upcoming app, The Mechanical Realm. It is designed to amplify your exploration and connect you with fellow truth seekers. Explore, connect, and engage without limitations on RTS, a platform that brings together the best of all social media while giving you the freedom to explore your thoughts openly. Join us in breaking free from censorship and discovering the unfiltered truth.
Your key to unmasking the extraordinary awaits you on RTS, Real Truth Seekers, where you can immerse yourself in the Mechanical Realm documentary, a journey through time that will redefine your understanding of the past. Fuel your passion for discovery with a community of like-minded explorers, and stay tuned for the upcoming app. The Mechanical Realm app is on its way and promising an unmatched experience in your pursuit of the truth. Uncover, connect, and thrive. RTS is where truth seekers unite to share their findings and perspectives openly, without the fear of censorship. Break free from the shadows and join a platform that empowers you to express yourself authentically. Welcome to the Unfiltered Conversations, RTS Uncensored, realtruthseekers.com, and mechanicalrealm.com. See you there.
Join RTS, uncensored platform for real truth seekers like you. Immerse yourself in a community that values unfiltered explorations and seeks hidden knowledge. Unveil the enigmatic world of the Mechanical Realm documentary, revealing ancient secrets that challenge the past. And guess what? Our upcoming app, The Mechanical Realm, will take your truth-seeking journey to the next level. Stay connected, stay enlightened. Experience the freedom of expression on RTS, where all voices are heard without shadow bans or censorship. It's your gateway to share, discuss, and connect beyond the boundaries of the mainstream platform. Discover the power of the community that's truly yours. RTS, uncensored. All right, that was RTS promo by the Starcast of the Mechanical Realm. So, yep. Intricate mechanism that envelop us, right, from the microscopic to the macro, the cosmic grandeur of the universe. Like our existence is nestled within a domain of meticulous design and intricate play. Whether we ascribe this mechanism to the blind forces or to the guiding hands of intelligent design, the notion that everything is a part of a grand cosmic apparatus beckons us to journey further into the uncharted territories of our understanding. Like in this exploration, we uncover not only the marvels of the world, but countless wonders that arises when we contemplate the possibility that everything around us is indeed a mechanism waiting to be unrevealed. So, is everything a mechanism, an enigmatic dance of existence? Perhaps it is. So, 24 hours or more, themechanicalrealm.com. Right now, only will be available on the mechanicalrealm.com and the mechanicalrealm.com app, right? The app we have. So it's right there. It's almost there. So thank you everybody for being here. Thank you everybody in the chat for being here, and all our panelists. We're gonna have a last thoughts, and we're gonna sign up because we're gonna have a we have to be on another podcast with Eddie. So that's why we're gonna be wrapping this one up. Please do share the links, share the trailer, the clips, whatever you want to share with the links on your Facebook, Instagram, where support us. Yes. And yeah, we're going to have our last thoughts. We are only, I think Keith was having some issues with the internet. So, yep. RTS update, brother. Last thoughts?
Yes, big thank you to Director Bika, Gene Edited, uh, Mr. Keith Cameron, and the rest of the cast for having us, having RTS on the stream tonight. And a big shout out to Marcia David, the founder of RTS. Thank you so much once again for everything he does. And thank you for having us, Director Bika. And a great string tonight. Thank you. Don't forget to visit RTS Real Truth Seekers, RTS.com, and the mechanicalrealm.com. Don't forget to download the app and have freedom of speech in your chat with the RTS. I'm sorry, with the TMR app, downloadable right now on Play Store. Thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely, brother. Thank you. You too, and you are welcome to pass by anytime you want. Any topic you find interesting and that you wanna add in, so you're always welcome, brother. You any topic, okay? So it was great to have you, and thank you for all your
Thank you.
work. And a
Thank
big
you. God bless you all. God
yeah,
bless you all.
and yeah, give a big thank you to the team. Yeah, from here. Keith, Gene, brother.
Hey guys, so yeah, that was a fantastic show, brother, and this will continue in the future, and I'm looking forward to it. RTS updates. Thanks for being here tonight. It was great having you. Very nice to meet you. Thank you guys, all of you. Please say thanks from us for all the work you did, you have done, and that you continue to do to help the show and the mechanical realm that is going to be so successful. So thank you so much. And I really like a lot of the things you said tonight. One thing particular about how, insects don't have boundaries. They don't know borders. They don't have flags kind of idea. I like that because they taught us all these things in the school that we touched on a lot of these things, and it's what made it such a good conversation. But I don't believe in borders and stuff like that either, really. I think it's all just taught to us by a bad system that got us hold of a lot of people a long time ago, and they got hold of the kids. So I foul them for that, as all the time. They don't get any credit for that, for what they did, and I don't appreciate it. And they did. They took the beauty away, and you can see the architect. I've read somewhere. I don't know how to find where I read it, but they say when the architecture in the country starts to decline, the beauty in it, that's the decline of the country. There's no aesthetics in the architecture anymore if you do any comparison, and they show us that. And the locations of their buildings. So it was a good conversation about, you know, nature's grand cosmic engine with its beautiful, unmeasurable, you know, mechanical dance that we're involved with here. So if you think of space, you know, the unlimited way they describe space, and you could put that to the realm we live on, the flat plane that we live on, that's stationary. You know, we kind of become walking microscopes. That's how big the place is. You know, and it has endless. There are no boundaries here, and I think we're all meant to get along and find commonalities rather than differences. So thanks, everybody. It was really great to see you guys in the chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions. Thank you, guys. Really, you're going to love this documentary. A lot of people put a lot of hard work into it. And thank you all. Vikka, for the invite to do all of this with you. It's been phenomenal. Almost 2 years now. And it's like standing on a roller coaster sometimes. You know, the excitement of waiting for this to come out has been exhilarating. And here we are. So, but I think this conversation is gonna continue in parts for a while after this comes out, and the things we're gonna relate to, you know, a gift from the past that's been overlooked, and it's been fun. Wait till you see this, guys. Watch. You're gonna be like, wow. So thanks for being here with us all, and thanks again, guys. RTS, I hope you come back again. It was a really great conversation, bro. I like what you brought, and it was a lot of fun.
Same here, Mr. Yin. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, brother. Whenever you want. And yeah, Gene, brother, it's also a mechanism, a controlled mechanism for the indoctrinated. That's what they're doing with the indoctrination. Is their mechanism of controlling everybody, so they never understand the real mechanism, right? So yes, the mechanical realm, yes, guys, it's already there. Less than like almost just 24 hours, and it will be available on the mechanicalrealm.com and the TMR official app. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight with us. That's really awesome. If you want to listen to us tonight a bit more, you can join us with Flat Out Banjo Eddie's channel, and we're gonna be there for promoting our documentary there. And yes, see you there. See you in some days. See you in the chat. See you on the app. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, RTS Update. Thank you, Keith, Evelyn, Good IJ, Marcio, David, and everybody else who's supporting this. The mechanical realm. It's right there. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Astronauts to the moon.
Houston, we have a problem.